This is a message for you today. What messages are here for you? I was about to go to bed. I've been reading for private clients all day. And just as I was about to go to bed, there was a little thing. You need to do a reading. You need to do a public reading. You need to do a collective reading. So here we are. I'm going to do my best to give you connection to the reading because I want to know who this is for. When this happens, it's normally a pretty important reading for the right person. I've got a few charms on the table to give you connection to the reading, but we'll pull some as we go along as well. So, what messages are here for you today? The mirror, mirroring each other, self-image, relationships, reflect our wounds, introspection. Who is mirroring who? If they could say anything to you right now, what do you need to know? What message is here? I know I messed everything up. Oh my goodness, what did they do? What did they do? Let's pull some letters for their initials. Hopefully your initials as well. We have C, T, J, A, N and a D. Let's pull some zodiac signs. Oh, Sagittarius came storming out. Got Sagittarius. This can be sun, moon, rising. Hopefully yours, hopefully theirs as well, so you know it's about them. We have Leo, Cancer. Hopefully it's their sun, the moon and their rising. We have Gemini. Someone's been stirring the pot. We have Capricorn. We have Pisces. There's big huge feelings here. But we also have Aquarius, who's a little bit difficult to pin down about what they want and what they're doing. So, bunny deck, what do we need to know about this situation? Why is this message important right now? Why are these two mirroring each other in negative ways? What did the other person do to mess all of this up? Was it them pulling away? Was it them going cold? Is it a defensive thing? Is it avoidance? What is it? What do we need to know? The Nine of Pentacles, they're convinced that you're better off on your own. And I think there's an element here of when this person isn't messing you around and you've kind of got a bit of distance from them, you feel stronger than ever. You feel okay, you feel fine. But when they're playing little mind games like this, when they're pulling away, when they're just doing the things that they're doing, you take a step back because you don't like being emotionally vulnerable like that. Yeah, there we go. There's the Hermit reversed for you, which is you're feeling really rejected by this person right now. And it feels like the connection that you have doesn't have a relationship status, even though it is a relationship, even though it is a connection that's really important. It's probably a twin flame connection, but neither of you have put a label on it. But you're feeling rejected, you're feeling isolated, and you're feeling pretty single right now. And yeah, it's hard, isn't it? Yeah, the Four of Swords reversed as well, which is about isolation and rejection. And you're not accepting of the situation. You're feeling like you're being ghosted. You're feeling like they've wimped out. They should have just straight up said the thing that they need to say. The Temperance reversed is the lack of communication between the both of you and feeling pulled between two different things. So it could be them being pulled between not wanting to be vulnerable and opening up because that means they're going to get hurt. And it can be lots of different things. And it feels like you're in this confliction of, do I give them another chance? Are they going to come back this time? Is it worth it this time? Are they just going to go hot and cold on me again? Are they just going to ever give me a relationship? The middle card for the 9-card spread is the Chariot. It's taking control of the situation in the way that you need to take control of it. But you need them to do it. The Page of Cups reversed is my classic card of somebody who's not showing up in love. They don't show up, they don't do the right things, they don't say the right things. They're pretty lazy. And it feels like when they're in the Chariot mode, they expect you to be there for them. They like you to reply to their messages pretty quickly, and they like to try and act like nothing's happened. And it feels like when you send them the long messages of, I'm feeling like this and you're ghosting me and this is how I feel about you and you're just pushing me away and you're harming both of us, it feels like this person completely ignores that They don't even acknowledge that you sent it. They do read it. They do read it. They just don't know how to reply to it because they don't know if they can make the changes. But they want your attention when they want your attention. Moving towards the future, we have the Lunar, which is also a Pisces. All about big feelings. The sun always comes up in the end. This person is coming back. It's not over with this person yet, and they do still care about you. Although, as I say that, I'm like pretty sure you're like, no, this person doesn't care about me at all, because if they cared about me, they wouldn't keep doing this to me. Why do they keep doing this to me? Are they going to get to a point where they're not doing this to you anymore? That's what we want to know. And then there's Five of Wands. You want them to fight for you. You don't want them to just let you drift off. I don't think this person realises the damage that they're doing to your connection by behaving like this. The Five of Wands is about chemistry and flirtatiousness, but sometimes that chemistry and the friction can be really, really good or really, really negative. But the thing is, with this person, they're not even fighting for the moment. It's like they just go silent, and it feels like you're like, well, we should just get it all out in the open and argue about it. And then when we've argued about it, we know where we both stand, whereas this person doesn't like to argue. And then we have the Knight of Swords. They're going to come rushing back in again. They're not done with you yet. They're not done with you yet, which is really annoying. But they're going to come rushing back in again. I'm going to pull from this deck because I want to see what you need to know. Because they're going to come in and love bomb you again. They're going to act like nothing really happened. They're going to be frantically sending you messages, and they're going to be expecting you to reply. And it feels like this time when they come back in again, instead of you know, being nice and just happy that they've come back, it kind of feels like the Five of Wands. They may be walking back into a bit of a volcano, because it feels like this time you want answers from them, because they can't keep doing this to you. Yeah, they need to grow up. They need to grow up, and they need to act like an adult. That's what they need to do. So let's pull a couple of cards from this deck. What else do we need to know from this situation? Is it going to improve? Should you stay? Should you go? Is it going to get better? Do you have a future together? I do private readings, so always available. My diary's pretty booked up, so if they're available to book on my website, book it. But if our energies match and you're good with your intuition and you know what resonates, claim all of my free readings that are for you, because they're here for a reason. Regrets. This person's going to have lots of regrets because they don't at the moment realise the damage that this hot and cold, on and off, in and out, isolation, rejection, ghosting, they don't realise the damage that's doing. It feels like part of them thinks, well, I'll just go away and wait for it to die down, and then I'll go back when they're not angry with me. No, it's not working anymore. And it didn't work anyway. All it is doing is causing a crater between the both of you. A message to pass on. Who do you need to pass it on to? Learning. See, when I saw that, there was a little voice. Sometimes when I go to put something out, there's a little challenge. And it's like learning. And then you're like, from your energy, it's like, I'm not their teacher. I just want to be their partner. I shouldn't have to be trying to teach them. And then are they willing to learn anyway? You know, would they take it in? Would they take it in? The message to pass on. I think when they come back in again, because they are going to come back in at some point, you need to have a plan of, this is what I'm going to say to them. This is the questions I want answered. This is the conversation that we're going to have. And they're not just going to ignore the messages that I sent. So 4 days, they're coming back. 4 days, mark it in your diary, and then come back and let me know. 4 days, what should they be saying? What should they be saying? More than anything else, what should they be saying? Can they come back correct? I didn't know love was real until I met you. Well, they need to start treating you a lot better, don't they? I'm going to pull one more tarot card for you. This message is just for you. This is what your angel wants you to know for you right now so that you can decide what to do about this connection for you, for your sake, for your well-being. Your angels want what's best for you. You know, so listen to them. They're trying to talk. If you want to help, the Four of Swords. Now, it didn't come out reversed like the other one. So when it comes out reversed, it's like isolation and rejection. Now, the Four of Swords, when it comes out the right way, it's a level of acceptance. It's saying, my heart's hurting right now. I'm going to nest myself up. I'm going to accept where I am. I'm going to recharge my batteries. This silence that they're putting me in. I'm going to plug myself in and charge myself up. I'm going to look after myself. I'm going to sleep. I'm going to eat. And then I'm going to decide what I want to do once I've got the energy to think about it. And it feels like the longer that you are comfortable, are you going to want them to come back in and upset you again? To make you feel rejected again? Because it takes a lot, doesn't it? To go from feeling rejected and hurt and why are they doing this to me, to sleeping there quite peacefully and deciding what you're doing next in life. Now, this person has a habit of coming in just as you're getting plans together of what you're doing next, and then it all goes up in the air. This person has a lot of power in your life. Reclaim your power. Your silence has power. Just as this person's silence has power, so does yours. You have to do what is right for you, whatever that is, and don't have any regrets. And it feels like if you were to walk away from this person, you've given them so many chances that you would not have any regrets. So that's what I have for you. I'm going to wrap you in a massive bubble of protection. If you want to help me get into the algorithm, put a random emoji in the comments with the word hi, H-I. So I know it's for you, and I know that you're helping me in the algorithm. A little random act of kindness, and you're going to be fine. I'll see you soon.